Hi everyone, it's Sunday, February 5th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Jordan. Starting with the U.S. market, prices ended up mainly steady, but there were some marginal gains on certain selections. Sellers were pushing for more across the board, but buyers are still pretty reluctant. Now, that said, there is some optimism in the market now after the Lunar New Year, so we'll see. Looking at heavy Texas steers, prices were a little higher, and the range is now 23 to as much as 25.50 for the 64, 66 pound selections. Automotive customers have really been busier, and that has firmed up the prices of those hides. In the cow sector, Holstein cows and steers continue to see good interest, and prices are $1 or $2 higher. Combined export sales for the week ending January 26th were much lower at 418,400, but of course that was the Lunar New Year week. Combined shipments were 613,100, and that's up 14% from the week before. Estimated slaughter for the week ending February 4th was 641,000, 3% lower than last week. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo says that sellers have started to raise their asking prices. And while there have been a few increases here and there, it's not widespread yet. In the UK and Ireland, the first sales of February are in the books, and British 36 plus ox is at 85 cents in sterling per kilo. And in Ireland, more hides are going to Asia right now because they're too heavy for the tastes of Italian buyers. Looking at European bulls, asking prices are higher, but so far the sales prices, mainly in Germany and France, are not higher. That means that northern German bulls are still unchanged at €1.10 to €1.15 per kilo for the 40 plus kilo selections, as are the southern hides, equally unchanged. There were some origins, however, that did see higher prices during the week. With regard to European cows, there are signs of increases for some origins, but in Germany, prices are unchanged. And once again, with regard to veal, there's nothing new, but there actually might be some price changes on the way. In his analysis, Andrea takes a closer look at the changes in price and the trends going on right now, and then he examines what the expectations for the footwear sector are. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that raw material prices were again stable. Fresh hides are selling at $1.11 per kilo, and the reference price of TR1 was also steady at 62 cents in dollars per square foot. Most other Latin origins are resisting downward pressure and are stable, except for Argentina. In other news from Brazil, the JBS CEO said that China's beef demand is going to rise. 29 Brazilian brands hit the U.S. footwear circuit this month, and sustainable beef production slaughter grew by 87% in Mato Grosso do Sul. From elsewhere in Latin America, in Argentina, refrigerators have raised alarm over tanneries not coming to pick up the hides. In Colombia, the IFLS fair is expected to generate more than $5 million in business. In Paraguay, the Portuguese footwear sector is exploring some investments there. And in Uruguay, the Minerva Foods is acquiring the BPU refrigerator, putting it as a leading brand for production there. That is all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.